in business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Jones wants more. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They're giving it to Jones on the option. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Here's 2nd and 7. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, so it'll be third down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
To the air, third and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Nike Texas. Oh, boy.
Stroud in the air to start us off. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud from the pistol. Hits him on the out route. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, south. We speed left.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here. From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. Staying on the ground with Jones. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 42. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. On 2nd and 4. Drops back. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. He's on the move. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Why Tony? Hey, uno.
1st down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Offense up to the line fast. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
South.
2nd and 13. That one's complete, right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They read that screen perfectly. Interception. He's at midfield. 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Complete out to the right. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans need only one to take the lead. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Bills. who have 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Has the connection to Jones. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd down carry for Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry-up. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. This time it's a passing play. Able to find Jones. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They go play action on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. Jones reels it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the red zone now. And this bullet falls to the ground. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, ready. Why, Tony?
Shotgun now, first round. Finds a man, right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
South. 11.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This round throwing here on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 7 at their 48-yard line.
Second and 4. Connecting on the slant. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Room to run inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Complete on the option. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Number 26 is the ball carrier. It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, ready?
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Houston. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here. They've got a man in motion. Another try following the sack. Looking. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Kate, if the word safety was used, and it's not a lot in NFL locker rooms, but if it was at halftime, it was about safe throws, good decisions, consistent plays. It was not about a safety to begin this 2nd half, and that's what we nearly saw. Not the kind of start this offense wanted. It's got to overcome a bit of adversity.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Flash, flash, flash.
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Setting up the running back screen. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
19 Texans.
No game on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
19 Texans. Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Why Tony? Hey.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Uno. Hey, south.
Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
2J.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They are throwing it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Out comes the field goal team for the Texans. This is from 35 out on the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talked about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jones trying the left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's the end of the third. On. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Offense up to the line fast. Third down from the gun. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Putting the tight end in motion. To throw here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. The pitch is to Jones. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And he's out the clear. pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans push their lead to 18. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans take possession of the football.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
It is Cup, left side. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And in for the Houston touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans continue piling onto this lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They give to Jones, right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They go play action on 1st. Catch is made down the right sideline. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Second and 6 coming up here. And they send a man in motion. From the 28. Cut near the goal line. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He's going to keep this one. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now a give up the middle to Jones. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
He'll pass it this time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
All right.
Man in motion here. 1st down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans getting closer to a 7-0 start. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To throw it on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last 2nd attempt to get rid of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They'll throw it. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds a man right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Trying to set this up quick.
On game of 12. Brings up third down and 8.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That one's complete right side. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5.
Ah, hey, uno Mars. Why Tony? Hey, uno.
Man in motion headed right. Stroud now on 4th down. Completed to Collins. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Hey, south.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. The throw is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And here's a timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
Robin.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Quick pass, right side complete. And he's tackled with the first.